What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Randy, with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you another fantastic Sea of Conquest video today. In today's video, we are getting some assistance from our friends at War. We've got Fixie, The Storm, JetEV, Kingfisher, maybe ROS, and maybe a few other folks coming in to fight me. We're going to be testing a brand new build. This is centered around immense rage generation as well as incredible aggro and tankiness for the artillery ship. This is turning the artillery ship into an incredibly useful support ship. We're going to take a look at that right now. Get excited. Okay, so first off, to start, we are using an artillery ship that has the ultimate for Reluctant to Fall Behind. This is going to be great. The ultimate that does splash damage will also give you very similar results. That is going to trigger basic attack every 6 to 8 seconds. This is going to trigger one every 4 to 6 seconds. And the main goal here is to trigger a ton of basic attacks, therefore triggering Sharky's artillery damage, giving you a lot of damage procs, a lot of damage instances, and overall the basic attacks are going to trigger Django. Django is on the gunner position here. Okay, you could also have Wanda here potentially, but Django's ability for Taunt of Brute Strength is going to help trigger 20 rage every 3 seconds. In addition, I have him equipped with an elixir, which is going to be triggering another 60 rage every 3 seconds for a ship with high attack. Which ships have high attack, Randy? Great question. My strategy ship, which is my top damage dealer for this build, is rocking absolutely incredibly high attack stats at 123,933. Okay, Stormbringer has a little bit lower attack, but it has plenty of rage regen from Vargur's Fury. So I'm going to hopefully be boosting the rage generation on the Fearless Princess while I already get rage gen on Stormbringer, enhancing the amount of rage damage skills we can use, all right? The other interesting part about this is going to be the fact that I am using 101% critical resistance Yamada set, 103% critical resistance Yamada set on this artillery ship, as well as 2 Eagle Shields, okay? The Eagle Shields are going to make me incredibly tanky. They have nice constitution. They also have armor and aggro. They are going to help me pull aggro to this ship. The main goal is have as many people as I can hitting this artillery ship, okay, and really turning it into a massive tank that hopefully doesn't get a lot of critical strikes, has very, very nice armor, solid HP for level 34, and can probably still pump out a half-decent amount of damage between Ophelia and Sharky, and that is the goal, okay? And it looks like they are ready. Let's go. I'm going to go ahead. Let's go. All hit. And let's rock and roll. So again, we want to see how successful we are at redirecting damage to the artillery ship, how successful we are at pumping out tons of ultimates on the strategy ship very fast. We'll be looking for the strategic ultimates very fast in this fight. We're going from there. Here we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and attack this dude first. Then I'll hit Fixie. Okay, just to pull everybody into combat at once. We'll get everyone else is going to hit me now, and we're just going to sit here and take it. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully I'll get some kills here. We'll try not to kill everybody. We'll try and switch targets when they're at low health and go from there. Okay, and I am definitely taking some damage. So look at the strategic, the artillery ship, folks. That thing is dropping very fast. That thing is definitely redirecting most of the damage. And I also see a good amount of damage on the flagship itself. The flagship is taking a decent amount of aggro. And it looks like we may go down, and we did go down, which is totally fine. We are here to test this build, okay? So let's take a look at how this build performed. This is very exciting. Whoops. This is very exciting. We'll come over here. Let's see what happened here. So we did kill more damage than we took. My flagship actually went down first by a significant amount, which is surprising. Overall, incredible damage from the burning ship, incredible damage from the strategic ship, great healing overall. And it looks like I did not get a ton of damage out of the artillery ship, which is totally fine. The main goal is to be generating a ton of rage, which I think I did with this amount of damage and healing in that short duration. I think we did pretty good here. And again, I don't know why the flagship was burned down first in this particular instance, since I am running other ships with high aggro on them. But I did get dropped on the flagship with high HP and high armor. I'm not upset about that because I'm also running critical resistance on the flagship. So we're not in a bad spot. Let's go ahead and do another engagement, folks. Let's do it again. I'll go ahead and hit the Storm first, and then I'll switch over to Fixie. That way I can engage the 2 strongest ships immediately. And again, we're just going to sit here and face tank this to stress test the build. Once again, I see ultimates coming off, guys. I see the artillery ship getting burned down first. Again, it is getting focus fired. I need to switch targets before I kill Fixie. The flagship is also getting hit. The artillery ship is now dead, but we are still pumping out great damage here. And the flagship is down again. The flagship is down again. How interesting. So let's go ahead and take a look at that report. This is great. Great testing here. It's an exciting time to be alive. Fortunately, we are successfully using the artillery ship as the support that dies first with 103.5% critical resistance. Again, absolutely incredible. So I am successfully taunting and redirecting a ton of damage to this ship, my bait support ship. It's doing great work. And then now we'll try kiting. Okay, I'm just going to let them know. Just let them know that I'm going to kite them this time, okay? Because, of course, you know I don't just like to run in there and die. When I'm doing my PvP, I generally kite in circles. I try and create gaps so I can focus fire individual people a little bit better without face tanking 8 people at once. And let's go ahead and get started. This is exciting. I'll go ahead and, again, we'll hit the Storm first. Then we'll hit Fixie, and then we're going to go ahead and kite this way. We're going to go ahead and pull everybody with us. Give my rage generation a chance to really shine. We're going to use this in-map obstacle to get a little bit of space. Okay, we're going to do a hard bank out this way and get a little bit of space around the curve there. Going to give us some distance. I'm going to switch back and we're going to kill Fixie. We'll do a swap to Fixie. And now we're going to make a swap to Storm in just a second here. So we're doing good work. Okay, Fixie's going down. Let's go ahead and come over here. We're going to go ahead and get inked in a second. We got Storm hitting us. We got an incredible amount of damage. And look at that. The artillery ship is taking the most damage. This is really amazing. I love to see this because this means that my other ships are not taking that damage. This is absolutely fantastic. And this, let's go ahead and run away so I don't kill them by accident. No, the Storm! Okay, and they did. They did go ahead and die there. I'll go ahead and loot his corpse and then teabag him. And that was a good demonstration of, A, the kiting method going around obstacles, right? You can go ahead and bank yourself around a curve, gain a little bit of breathing room, gain some distance between you and the enemies here, and ensure that you're able to drag the fight out for a little bit longer. Let's take a look at that report. And this isn't proof that the kiting method is much stronger. I don't know what it is. But this is a great version of the report. We almost did max healing with this particular build. We almost maxed out our healing potential. Look at the... Oh my gosh. Look at this burning, drowning hybrid. Wow. The incredible damage coming out of this is absolutely phenomenal. Look at that damage. And we still did decent damage with Sharky. Okay, considering this is a support ship that is tanking, doing 5 million damage is really not bad. It took the most damage, which is really, really great. And we're able to definitely see some results from all of that rage generation coming in. Okay, so folks, what an interesting day. Please, if you have enjoyed this testing video as we try to revamp the bait ship strategy here in Season 3. Feel free to like and subscribe. Again, shout out to our friends at War for their help. We got Inked, we got Fixie, we got the Storm, we got Jetty. Thank you so much. Randy, out.